What if I told you these crispy, savoury parcels are packed with protein and bursting with delicious Middle Eastern inspired flavours? Today I'm bringing you an exciting East meets East fusion, try saying that in one go, that combines Vietnamese rice paper wrapping techniques with Middle Eastern Sambousek filling, creating a protein powerhouse using TVP that's perfect for everyone at your table. These rolls deliver 7 grams of protein each with a warmly spiced filling wrapped in crispy rice paper shells. They're incredibly versatile and a hit with vegetarians, vegans, anyone looking to cut back on meat, and everyone who loves bold flavours. Plus, they're 80% lower in saturated fat than traditional versions. And wait until you try my roasted garlic dipping sauce. It's absolutely addictive. Let me show you how to make these game-changing fusion rolls. So I've got a rogue fly here, right? So forgive me if you hear it buzzing around. I've been like Tom and Jerry, basically making sure that it doesn't go on my rice paper rolls. So let's make our chutney first. I've got my trusted blender here. I've got some soya unsweetened yogurt here. If you've got a soya allergy, use whatever plant-based yogurt you want. Trying to like perfect this kind of like weird camera technique of pouring when I want to just do this. I'll just do this. So then we're going to add some garlic that I've roasted. Let me show you what it looks like. I didn't have the confidence to actually put this in there, so I've got some that I've prepared earlier. So I've got a whole garlic bulb here, which I wrapped in foil. Obviously I've washed it and I've put it in a 200 Celsius oven for about 25 minutes until it's nice and roasted. And if you're brave enough, cut off the top when it's done and then basically squeeze all the contents of the garlic cloves inside. I don't have the confidence to do that today. So here's one I made earlier. So this is not going to be too garlicky because roasting the garlic changes the flavour profile. I can't hear myself think with the rain, so I'm just going to put that in there. So it makes it much milder. Then I've got some dried mint. Use fresh mint if you like, but I think this tastes better in here. And then we just add salt to taste. Today I'm just using Pride lemon juice because it's so much easier. It's so easy to keep this in your fridge for ages and just use it when you need it. But use fresh if you like. I think that should be enough. And this is optional. I've got some chili flakes here. I'm not going to actually put any chili inside the rice paper rolls because I'm cooking for my kids as well. So this is a way of adding chili to the adults' meals. And then we'll just blend that. And as you can see, that's done now. It's got this lovely golden colour because of the roasted garlic. Right, that was easy as lemon squeezy. Let's make the roll filling. Okay, to make the filling, I've got a large pan which I've put on a heat. And when that's hot, we're going to add some extra virgin olive oil spray. This is totally optional. You can use water instead to saute. So we'll let that heat up. Right, so now that's hot, let's add our base ingredients. We'll add some onion. Talk about being vegan. There's all these like flies going around, birds that you can hear. So we're really in nature today. I hope it's really meditative for you guys. So this might seem a bit funny because I'm not waiting until the onions are cooked, but trust me on this. By adding some chopped mushrooms, the water releases from the mushrooms and cooks the onions. That way you don't have to add lots of water or oil. So we'll add some mushrooms that I've chopped finely. Give that a good mix. And don't worry if this is not super soft because they're going to get cooked inside your air fryer or oven anyway. Now I'm going to add some minced garlic. Then I'm going to add some chopped carrots. I've just taken a medium carrot, peeled it and cut it into fine little pieces like this. So we'll add that in and we'll let that cook off. So as you can see, all the vegetables are cooked now. Most of the moisture has gone away. We'll add the rest of our ingredients. So I've got some textured vegetable protein and I've made something with this before. If you check out my Manchurian video, which I'll link in the description, you don't want to miss that. That's amazing and crave-worthy. But in this dish, we're going to use that as well because TVP is a really versatile protein. It lasts for ages and is really cheap. So what it is soya flour that's been defatted. The flour is cooked at pressure to make this kind of mince-like texture. You can hear it's quite crunchy. But the way to use it is to rehydrate it in boiling water for about 10 minutes and then squeeze the water out. So I've got dry weight, 1 cup of textured vegetable protein, which I've made in that manner. And what I forgot to mention, it's so high in protein, it's 50 grams of protein per 100 gram dry weight. So let's add that in. We'll give that a mix. We don't want it to be in a tuglo, otherwise my mum watches all these videos on the train on the way to work and then tells me off afterwards. I get messages saying, you need me back. So next we're going to add our spices. I've got some smoked paprika here. I've got some sumac. I've got some ground cinnamon, some dhana jiru, I forgot what it's called in English. I've got some coriander powder as well as cumin powder as well. You can add Lebanese 7 spice if you want, and that's a mixture of different spices, but I couldn't get that today, and I hope that this is accessible for most people. Let's put that in. And we're going to cook this for another 5 minutes. It's so quick to make, and we only have a few more ingredients to add. Now I haven't added chili flakes to this, but you can add chili flakes if you like, or you can take a portion out for kids and then add them. Okay, so that's done now. As you can see, it doesn't take very long at all, about 3 to 5 minutes, because the TVP is pre-cooked and we're going to cook it again anyway in the air fryer once it's in the wrappers. So we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. I've got some pomegranate seeds here. This is totally optional, but it gives it a nice sweet kick. So let's add maybe that many. Then I've got some parsley, which I've chopped up finely. We'll add in about that much. And we've got some pine nuts. You can cook these on the stove as well, but they're going to be air fried anyway. We'll add some salt to taste and some more lemon juice to taste. And we'll just give that a good mix. You can add some black pepper if you like as well. Do you know what? Let's just add it. I can go buy everything, pomegranate seeds and expensive mangoes, but I can't get a proper pepper mill. So I've got some rice paper rolls here, which I've bought from an Asian grocery store. As you can see, this is what they look like. And they need to be rehydrated in cold water. You can buy brown rice paper rolls, but I didn't find them today. But these are so low in calorie anyway, it doesn't make much of a difference. So I've got a bowl of cold water here. Forgive me, this bowl is not wide enough, but it will just soften when it goes in. And we'll put that in for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds until it softens. Don't be impatient, otherwise you'll break it. Okay, so that's done now. It's nice and soft. We're just gonna drain off the excess water. This won't be soggy anyway. So we take that and put it on the plate. Now we take some of our mixture and we put it in a square in the middle. Can you guess what take I get it right in? Is it take 1 or is it take 50? So I told my subscribers, whoever can tell me why garlic, when it's crushed, turns blue, I will shout out to them. So well done to Falafel Zabab, I think I've got that right, as well as Sharmini, who got it right. Basically, they said that when you add acid to garlic, it turns blue, and that's because of a reaction with the bacteria, but it's perfectly safe. So if your garlic turns blue, don't be shocked, just use it. Okay, so we'll pat that down, and now I'll show you how to roll it. So you take one corner, and you literally just put it in the middle like that, right? I say right a lot. And then we take the other corner, if it's not stuck to the plate, and then we roll it there as well. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then we take the other corner, roll it again, and straighten that out a bit, and then roll it again. So it makes a nice parcel. Then I like wrapping this twice to make sure that the rice paper doesn't actually split. So we're just gonna soften another one, again for 30 to 45 seconds. So this is a little bit time consuming. You'll get about 12 to 14 parcels depending on the size of them and how much you fill them. But they're a lovely starter to have when people come round. If you can't be bothered to do that, you can actually put the mixture on top of wraps and basically make a type of pizza. There's a Lebanese dish like that as well. And once you do one, you'll get used to it. It will become second nature. Okay, so that's done. Split a bit. Forgive me for that, but it's going to be hidden. We're not going to waste it. Put that to this side. Put that down. And put that in the middle. And then we just wrap it again. So take one corner. Take the other corner. And I promise you, I haven't got my mum to do this. I did all of them, yeah? And then take this corner. And then the other corner, and there you go. I'll show you it. And in true magic style, let me show you ones I've made earlier. So I've got the parcels here. I've rolled some small and I've rolled some bigger. We'll see which ones work out better. But you can have smaller ones for guests that don't want a big parcel and bigger ones for people with bigger appetites. including me. And you can oil this with extra virgin olive oil and put it in the air fryer, but the oil is totally optional. It will just make it very crispy. Okay, so that's been in the air fryer at 200 Celsius for about 10 minutes, turning halfway. Let me show you. So these are lovely and crisp now. They do soften with time when they cool down, but you can just put them in the air fryer again for a few minutes if people want to eat them again. We're going to display that now. So that's displayed now, and what I forgot to say is that if you don't want to use TVP or any soya product, then you can use whatever you like. You can use ground up walnuts, more mushrooms, beans, brown rice even. It will work just as well with all the flavours. And there you have it, my Lebanese inspired TVP Sambousek rolls that truly stand out from the crowd. With 7 grams of protein and just 3 grams of heart healthy fat per roll, these crispy treats are perfect for impressing guests at your next gathering, who will be asking you, what's your secret? What I love most is how these rolls appeal to everyone, especially those new to plant-based eating. If you try them, tag me in your photos. I love to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe for more protein-packed plant-based recipes that never sacrifice on flavour. Until next time, keep eating those plants. I seem to make everything into rolls. Like everyone's like, she's the roll lady, basically.
She's on a roll.
She always rolling, rolling on. Got a little guest here. Hear the birds going crazy. They want to try my food.